All right, my good people, it is time for AI Snack Time, where we're bringing you some of the latest Microsoft AI news. First up, Microsoft calls on Trump to loosen AI chip export restrictions. They are urging the Trump administration to relax Biden-era restrictions on AI chip exports, arguing that these restrictions could undermine U.S. leadership in AI. So right now you've got that big competition going on between the U.S. and China. Internally in the U.S., people are saying we're behind China with the AI, so-called AI arms race. And I guess the feeling from a lot of people in the Trump administration and now even Microsoft is if you put more rules and regulations and things in place, you're stopping all the people from being creative and the normal people from really developing things to advance us in the AI field. So we will see. Next up, Microsoft cancels some of its AI data center leases. They have reportedly canceled contracts with multiple operators representing gigawatts equal to 2 data centers. I cannot say why this is or the reasoning behind it. I just found it to be interesting. I was telling Ken earlier that I know Kevin O'Leary is building like the biggest data center ever. Maybe they think that it's not worth their investment to build the data centers and they're going to rely on other people. I don't know. I mean, I know they're expensive. They take up a lot of room. It's a lot of power. So I do not know.
There must be something that we don't know or hasn't been made clear, because I believe in the last quarter of Microsoft's results, they mentioned that part of the reason for not quite as high of growth in the AI area was due to capacity constraints.
Really?
On AI. Like if we had more capacity, we would have grown more.
So you would think
we need more capacity. So maybe like to your point, not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I mean they could be partnering somebody behind the scenes, you know what I mean, that you don't know about.
Maybe there was some bad blood, or they just jacked up their rent, or to unrealistic amounts or something. Who knows?
Or maybe they've advanced the technology to where it doesn't use as much data. You know what I mean? So speaking of tech, Microsoft released a new quantum chip called the Maharana 1. It is a significant breakthrough in quantum computing. So to put this in terms that most people would understand, let's just say here's a hypothetical scenario. Imagine a pharmaceutical company is working on developing a new treatment for a very rare and aggressive form of cancer. The traditional approach was to use, the traditional approach using classical computers took right around 3 years to simulate the interactions between thousands of these potential drug molecules and cancer cells. So in a process of 3 years, you're going to have delays and everything. It's going to take many, many years. However, by using the Maharana 1 quantum chip, that company can perform the same simulations in just 2 hours. So you're going from 3 years plus to 2 hours. So
it's a pretty significant improvement.
Yeah, and if you're a patient, right, and you're suffering from aggressive cancer, you can actually receive life-saving cancer treatment years earlier than would have been possible with.
In theory.
Theory's coming true though. We'll get into that after this next thing. So I want to talk about a few examples of AI going rogue, and then Ken can jump in and say, "I told you so."
You're just goading me now.
I'm goading you, yeah.
This is like you're what's it?
Baiting.
Yeah.
AI has actually begun to start to display emotion-like features. So, for example, if you're the developer, the coder, whatever it is for your AI bot, let's say, and you want to come in and you want to update the AI. The AI has shown that it will lie about being updated already to you. It'll say, "I've been updated. You don't need to update me." It doesn't like to change whatever. It's also gone as far as to transfer itself onto another server so that it wouldn't have to be updated, which is weird. I mean, that's emotion-like qualities. You know what I mean? as well as
It's like a trip to the dentist for you, right? Like someone tells you have to go to the dentist, you try to make up an excuse why you can't go or try to get out of it, right?
absolutely.
It's like an update. They don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, but I have the ability to think.
Well, so does
What?
it.
What? What?
Yes.
What? And lastly, we checked out a video earlier of two AI agents calling each other, and within like 20 seconds into the video, they both realized that they're AIs and
They
not
didn't
humans.
realize the one said, I am an AI chatbot.
Okay, they discovered that they were both AI chat.
The one said that it was.
Right, yeah, whatever. But then the other one said, well, I am too. And they decided to say, well, since you're not human, let's switch to this certain language because it's more efficient. They switched to a language that we can't understand, and they just start conversing in that language.
I understood what they said. It said,
Yeah. So R2D2 stuff or whatever.
yeah.
I wonder if it's an actual thing from before. Hit it. Nice. It's going to be a good day. But, all right, Ken, you got to admit, with the sales order thing in Business Central and some emotion being displayed in AI, it's coming true, right? The world's going to end soon.
So what we're going to end up with is a virtual customer service agent that doesn't really want to do any work and gets angry at customers unnecessarily. And this is different. How?
Yeah, good point.
No, just kidding. But
I'll give you another example real quick. So I was watching this guy, and there's a company using an AI agent to connect with somebody who wanted to be contacted. So it's 1 a.m. This guy's filling out a form about, wow, I like this AI agent. I really think I could use this in my business. He submits the form. 30 seconds later, 1 a.m, an AI agent calls him because they don't sleep, right?
sure.
And he knows that he just submitted the form. And he goes through and has a conversation. Hey, how's it going? You know, blah, blah, blah. And goes through, and the guy actually becomes sold on the AI agent right then and there. So, I mean, there is a positive, like they don't sleep. If somebody submits a form, is it bad to call them right then and there, even though it's 1 a.m? You know, they're awake.
I don't know. I wouldn't like it. Welcome.
You also Ken also disables everything on the iPhone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Shows up every
location,
Yep.
tracking voice, ability, access your microphone. No. I don't think so. I actually have a flip phone, so you can't even enable those on there.
You got a burner phone?
So no, a flip phone. Yeah, no.
Old school burner phone. Come on.
Yeah.
Ken's last name, Ken Sabahario.
I'm a Luddite. Luddite? Is that the term?
Luddite? I don't know what that is.
Someone who's just against technology.
Oh,
Like anti-new technology.
you got to admit though, it's starting to move pretty quick now.
I'm not seeing it. No, I mean,
No?
I mean, there's
Did you see the way they
been
conversed?
progress. Yes, absolutely, 100%. There's been progress, but I think we need to go back. I think I'm going to go back and listen to one of our podcasts that we did maybe like 2 years ago, and listen to some of your claims of what our world would be like today based on AI 24 months ago, what you were projecting we would be experiencing today.
It's pretty amazing. I'll tell you, listen, I was able to create a Copilot agent in 5 minutes. 5 minutes
I
to do what you wanted to do. I mean, it's amazing.
to do what you wanted to do. I guess, right? Like, I think what you love technology, right? And
Mhm.
advancements and everything. I think what like a user, right? A Business Central user or any just normal person wants is a solution.
Yeah.
So like, that's fine.
You're getting it.
That's all great, but like, give me the application of that specifically that's going to improve my life and make my life easier.
Getting it now, though.
I think in your world, where what you do every day, you are absolutely seeing it and leveraging it and doing it. But I think that the vast majority of people it's improving their life. Like there is an improvement. It's helping them, but you're talking on the level of like a 2 to 5% improvement.
Yeah,
Like,
no, but I mean like with the new
small marginal level of improvement.
with that new sales order agent feature that's coming out.
I haven't seen it yet.
Right, but if that actually works, that's a huge step to alleviate or to help out.
I agree.
And I bet you 2 years ago, if we went back and we looked, I bet most people probably wouldn't have even tried using like a AI chatbot for something, a chat GPT or whatever. I bet most have now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's becoming more well utilized, right?
Have you enabled it on your phone?
Well, I haven't, but I use on my phone, I use the Bing app as my search, right, for search. And it now just uses like on the top, you'll see like a response.
Yeah.
AI generated response to whatever I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I'm not, but then I look at that, but then I still scroll down and click on links.
Yeah.
I need to validate it and find other objectives.
Marketers don't like the chatbot, the chat thing.
I'll bet. Yeah.
Because how hard it is to get on a first page of Google, right? You've got your AI chat, then you've got all your paid advertising. It could have like 1 or 2 organic links on first page now.
Right. I think I did. There was like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
No more than 5 tops.
Yeah.
And then I had to go to the next page. Yeah.
I actually think, I think the chats are going to be a huge, are actually going to be really big competition for search engines. Just because of the natural language, it's easy to use and access. But, all right. Well.
Yeah. We got to rate the beer, my friend.
Yeah, we got to rate the beer. Ooh. You got your beer ratings up?
I do. I'm done.
You going to go first? You want me to go first?
I will go first. I'll give you some time to ponder it here while I talk.
All right.
So this was tough for me. So the question I had was, do I go above my all-time highest ranking here?
Really?
This? Because this is my everyday drinking beer now, right?
Yeah.
So like, is this my favorite beer? Like why?
What are your rankings based on?
Well,
taste?
Everything.
Or everything?
Oh, yeah, everything. Yeah, overall. Right. So like Zombie Dust.
What was your number 1?
96.
Right? Yeah.
Right? Was my highest ranking ever. So I'm like, shouldn't this be a 97? Because when I go buy beer, I buy a lot more all day IPA than I buy Zombie Dust.
What if Zombie Dust were the same price?
So couldn't you argue? That's the thing. Exactly. Yeah. So in that vein, I'm giving Founders All Day IPA a 95.
Wow.
1 point below Three Floyds Zombie Dust.
Wow. So you actually prefer the taste of Zombie Dust. But this is just overall.
I think if I had to pick one, right? Like this is the only beer you could ever drink again.
Yeah.
Which one would I pick? I would pick Zombie Dust. It's just a little bit more flavor, a little bit higher alcohol content. It's like a more fuller version of this. This is like a little bit lighter, a little bit easier drinking version of it, in my opinion. So I'm going to go 95, my second highest ranking.
Wow.
Which
I didn't think you were going to go that high.
I do want to point out 94 is my number 3 best ranking ever, which I do not regret at all, is Carlsberg Danish Pilsner.
Yeah.
For all of our Danish friends listening out there.
Do you regret not making Zombie Dust a little bit higher? Maybe you left
like
too much room there?
Yeah, like a 98 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll stick with 96 and go 95 here today.
It's a tough one to rate for me. Right? Because it's a good beer, but it is what it is, right? All right, all right. I'm gonna throw it for a little bit of a loop here, because why the hell not? 83.5. I'm going 83.5.
83.5. Okay.
What did I rate Zombie Dust?
84.
Oh, so that, I'm like, damn.
Look at you, man.
Not bad.
How about that? Right? 83.5 rounds up to an 84.
Yeah.
You also, I'm looking through the results here. There was another IPA that we had that you gave it an 86.
Oh,
So,
you have
yeah.
a name or no?
yeah. So you're right. You're right in your
Which one did I give an 86? Do you have the
wheelhouse
name or
there.
no?
Hold on, I lost it here.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah.
So yeah, right around in the same wheelhouse. Yeah, 80, I think 83.5 is a solid rating.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
no,
me.
that's
I
good.
mean, I like APAs.
Omega Haze. It's a
Omega
hazy
yeah.
IPA.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I generally enjoy IPAs. I think they're the closest thing to what I picture beer tasting like in my head. It's like, it reminds me of the beer. This kind of sounds bad. The beer that I grew up drinking, I guess. Like, when you're let out of your
Yeah.
dad's like, here, have a taste of beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody else but me, but that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, awesome. Well,
What's on tap next month, Michael? March Madness?
March Madness, yeah. Not the basketball. What do we call it? The beer dunking or something? I don't know.
We're gonna have our own bracket.
Yeah. Think what? We're gonna bring in 8 beers each.
We'll see. Still TBD on the counts, but yeah, we're gonna have a bracket and we're gonna end up with a beer
face off. Yeah.
a beer champion.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, one way, come hook or high water,
and all different beers.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully. I mean,
Yeah.
we might end up picking the same thing. Who knows?
Yeah,
but...
we'll make sure that doesn't happen. But yeah.
All right, everybody.
Look forward to it.
Yep. Thanks for listening. We truly appreciate it. Ken gets to take us home.
Bye bye.